Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meet the Teacher Night for this year. I know this is far from normal, as are most things that are happening this year. As you can tell, I'm sitting here in my hoodie in my classroom. Your students have probably mentioned it's rather chilly in the building. We are working on getting that fixed. So we've had some on and off days. I first just want to say thank you to everyone. As parents, your students have been amazing. We've had a lot of things to deal with and a lot of changes, and they've just been great. And I can't say thank you enough for the support and just various outreaches that I've got from all of you. So I appreciate that. We are going to take a look here at just some things to sort of expect in the classroom. I hope your students have been coming home and talking a little bit about math class and/or things that they're doing with Canvas and their e-learning. I did send home info before school started, or maybe right at the beginning of the school year, that had info for you to make your own Canvas account. So if you need that info, feel free to send me an email and let me know. But if you make your own Canvas account, you will be able to log into your student's dashboard, and you will then be able to find their different courses. So you won't see things like Animal Club. I'm the cool teacher here that does Animal Club. It's amazing if any of your students want to join. But they can then click into their Algebra 1 course. And here's sort of where I have all of the items kept for the classroom. So you'll notice on this side, they have access to things like the syllabus. The syllabus is where all my contact info is kept. So there's my classroom number, my email, just sort of that info if you want to reach out and contact me. I always tell my students I'm super cool. I have a YouTube channel. I keep all of my classroom videos that I've recorded on YouTube. So if they ever want to see some extra practice problems or things, they can go into the YouTube channel, and I have everything done by chapter, and they can see various lessons. That's a great resource. I'm blessed that I was able to get a grant that has allowed me to be working on that for the past year and a half. I also sent out some info with just class materials. Your students have been awesome and prepared. Please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know if your student needs something or you're unable to provide it financially. I absolutely will make that happen. We have some great resources here in the school to get that done. Just some general expectations that the students have been made aware of. No cell phones in class. No texting is my biggest thing. So I only see the kids 2 days a week. It's really important that I have their attention in class time. Again, your students have done awesome. There will be time that they're able to work and they can listen to music. I'm totally fine with that. I know students work best in that situation. Some of them like that option. The only thing that I will ask them is that they have their device either face down or put away so it's not a distraction with texting or other games or things that they could get on. There's other things that we've talked about in here, but some of the other things just for the main piece is that homework is going to be due at the start of class time, and homework always is going to still be completed on paper and pencil and then turned into me. So they do have a component in Canvas that they'll be submitting their answers. I've informed them as well, but that's sort of so they can check and make sure they're doing it right. And it lets me know how to sort of focus my attention for the day. So if I see that morning and I check that all the students missed number 5, I know that that's something that we need to take some extra time to work on. But I'm not always grading homework for correct answers. So that's just important for me to remind them that just because they got a certain score on that Canvas quiz doesn't mean that's set in stone for everything that's going into PowerSchool. On the homepage of Canvas, they can access everything for the most part. So there's a link to an online scientific calculator, though I did send the email home that I strongly recommend the students have this type of calculator. The majority of the students already have it. It's a great calculator to use. The students, once they learn how to use it, it can help a ton. Just some extra resources that they can use, Khan Academy. Sometimes my students think I'm speaking a foreign language and don't understand anything in the lesson for the day. So just some other resources they can go to get some additional help. This is the link to my calendar. We've gone through this all as classes, but if they ever want to schedule an appointment with me during my office hours, they can just go through this link, pick whatever date and time I have available, and schedule an appointment with me. And then that way I know they want to meet, and then I'll send out the Zoom information and all that stuff so we can meet and answer questions. I can share a board so we can write back and forth and look at work and problems. Every week on the homepage, if they scroll down, they'll see their goals for the week. So for this first week, our goals were around solving equations. Okay, that's sort of so they know what they're focusing on for the week. And then it's broke down. So Monday, the 17th, they'll have their gold day info and their green day info. They just need to follow the info for the team that they're in. So whether they're green or gold, that's the only info that they need to pay attention to. And I'll have that all linked and posted here on that front page. And then at the end of the week, they'll have their I can statements, things that they should be able to say that they can do and that they learned and have understood by the end of the week. The last thing that they will do every Friday is take a formative assessment. So that means it's going to be something that's not high point value that they can retake, but is sort of assessing over these I can statements. That is going to show up in Power School. And that's something that parents, students, and myself can use to sort of check and make sure they're staying on track. Each time it's 5 points and it's 5 questions. So for this week, there were 5 I can statements. So there's 1 I can statement over each of those different points. Okay. Again, if they're not scoring well on those formative assessments, that's a cue to me, but also to the students and or maybe the parent that, hey, we need to go back and look at something. Maybe they didn't understand something as well as they thought maybe they did. Every week, this homepage will then update and it will have a new page on it, but they can always navigate through by clicking and going to the previous week or the next week to sort of scroll through and see other information if they're trying to get back to other pages. Just a few other things that I want to add. This is my 16th year teaching at Westfield. It's my 16th year teaching. I've been at Westfield my entire teaching career. I feel a little bit like a new teacher trying to navigate the hybrid learning. I know we're all trying to adjust and learn. So I'm sort of figuring things out as it goes as well. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you have any questions, your students are always more than welcome to email me. I do the best I can to get back as quickly as possible. I'm trying to find a good balance with teaching during the day and responding to students' questions and emails. I love being here in this community. My daughter is in the intermediate school. So I'm just super blessed to sort of be here and be a part of this community and hoping us all sort of navigate these very strange times and new situations that we're trying to get through. The biggest note that I want to tell you all as parents, I wrote it out in an email, but please understand that your job is not to teach the content. I know at times that feels hard. It feels overwhelming. We want to help our students as much as possible. If the students aren't understanding, please do not feel like you need to go back and learn an entire year of algebra. They have lots of resources available to them. They can reach out to friends. They can schedule appointments with me for office hours. If your students feel overly frustrated, they might just have to call it quits for a day and just say, I just need to go into class tomorrow. They have some late homework passes that they can use. They have 4 this trimester. So if they're ever just like at the point of, I just can't do this, that's exactly what that late homework pass is for. So they can come in, get some questions answered, let their brain reset, and then turn in that homework late and still earn full points for it. I don't want e-learning to become a source of frustration. I don't want students to learn that they hate math because we happen to be doing it in a different situation. In fact, I'm hoping that they can learn to learn math in a different way and navigate it and sort of figure out how to be in control of their own learning. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me. I hope that your students are off to a great start. I hope that they're enjoying Westfield High School. I hope that we can weather this storm as best as possible. Hope you all have a great evening.